You are sitting in a room full of people. Everyone around you is laughing, talking, and effortlessly connecting. Yet, right in the middle of the crowd, a cold, heavy sensation settles in your chest. You feel completely disconnected, as if an invisible wall of thick glass separates you from the rest of the world. You smile when others smile. You nod at the right moments. But on the inside, a quiet voice whispers, "You don't belong here. You are an outsider." If you have ever felt like an alien observing humanity from the outside, you know how painful this silent isolation is. But here is what you need to understand. This isn't because you are weird, broken, or fundamentally unlovable. Feeling like an outsider is a sophisticated psychological defense mechanism that your brain created to protect you. To understand why this happens, we have to look at how your mind processes connection and threat. The human brain evolved in ancient environments where being excluded from the tribe meant physical danger. To survive, your brain developed an hypersensitive internal alarm system to detect any risk of rejection. When this system becomes overactive, it flips your perception upside down. Instead of seeing social interactions as opportunities for connection, your subconscious sees them as potential danger zones. So, how does your mind cope with this perceived danger? It builds the observer shield. When you feel like you don't belong, your brain shifts you out of participating in the moment and forces you into observing it. You start hyper-analyzing everything: your posture, the tone of your voice, whether people are looking at you, and every micro-expression around the room. By staying in this analytical observer mode, you create emotional distance. Your brain reasons, "If I don't fully expose my true self, I cannot be truly rejected." The invisible glass wall isn't keeping you out. Your subconscious built it to keep you safe. This pattern often traces back to early emotional experiences. If you grew up feeling misunderstood, criticized, or like you had to hide your true feelings to fit into your family or school, your nervous system learned a core belief: being fully seen is unsafe. The tragedy of the observer shield is that it creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because you are constantly analyzing yourself in social situations, you hold back your authentic energy. You stay quiet or act overly polite. Other people sense your emotional distance, and as a result, they may hold back too. Your brain then points to their reserve and says, "See? I told you they don't like you." So how do you step out from behind the glass and stop feeling like an outsider? First, recognize the observer shield when it activates. When you feel that cold wave of detachment in a group, name it internally. "My brain is trying to protect me right now, but I am not in danger." Second, shift your focus outward. When you are trapped in feeling like an outsider, 100% of your attention is trapped inside your own head. Force yourself to focus entirely on another person. Listen to their words, notice the details in their story, and ask a genuine question. Curiosity instantly pulls you out of hyper-self-awareness and grounds you back into the room. Lastly, stop waiting for permission to belong. You do not need to earn your place in a conversation or prove your worth to be included. You belong simply because you are there. When you drop the burden of performance and allow yourself to be seen, the invisible wall finally crumbles.